Friends, the story begins by showing a girl named Dressa. She is hiding in a scary and dark cave, who had a sniper in her hand and was sitting here waiting for someone. Then we see an airport a few kilometers away from this cave where a plane lands. And as soon as the president comes out of it, Dressa shoots him with her sniper and kills him. And then here we come to know that she is not an ordinary girl, but she is an excellent and fierce sniper who targets the president in such a way that the people around do not even know who shot the president and from where. Well, now after finishing her work, Dressa keeps the bullet cover with herself. After this, Dressa goes to meet her mother at her grave because now her mother was no longer in this world. But when she reaches the graveyard, she sees that her father is already sitting here. She goes to them and tries to talk to them. But then Dressa's father reveals to her that he knows everything about his daughter, that she is a sniper, and she has just killed a person. Dressa replies to him that sometimes she doesn't even get to sleep, and saying so she takes out the bullet cover from her pocket and hands it over to her father. Her father keeps this cover with the rest of the covers collected. And here we come to know that Dressa has killed many people before. Now Dressa's father tells her about his cancer and says that I have very little time left, and I am a guest for only a few days. But if I do not die in the coming days, then on this Valentine's Day I will take my own life. Hearing this, Dressa's feet slip away. Now she stops her father from doing this. But he still tells Dressa that this is our last meeting and maybe we may not meet again. On the other hand, we see a man named Liwai who is troubled by his nightmares. That is why Liwai often writes poems while sitting on the seashore. And even today he is sitting here when suddenly Liwai receives a message in which he is asked to come to an address. As soon as Liwai reads the message, he immediately takes his car from there and reaches that address. As soon as he enters the house, he meets a lady named Bartholomew. And from the conversation between these two, we come to know that Liwai used to be a sniper in the military. But now he has retired from this job and spends most of his time at home. Here Barth talks to Liwai and while giving him a new mission, she says that I want to send you to some other place because you are a very good sniper, so only you can do this work. She also asks Liwai if there is anyone in his family who will miss him after he leaves, because it is possible that you may never be able to meet them after going there. Hearing this, Liwai gets a little thoughtful and tells Bartho that there is no one like that in my family and I live alone. After this, Bartho asks him to give all the information about the mission later. After this, Liwai is made unconscious, and when he opens his eyes, he finds himself in a plane. But Liwai did not know till now which country he is being taken to for the mission. So when he tries to ask this to the staff present in the plane, everyone ignores him. But a pilot comes and tells Liwai that your destination has come, and now they are going to land him here. Along with this, she also tells Liwai that you will have to walk at least 32 kilometers from here to reach your destination. Only then will you be able to reach the place from where you have to carry out this mission. After saying this, she gives Liwai a parachute, wearing which he jumps from the plane onto the snow, and then slowly starts moving forward. Liwai spends 2 days walking on foot and after 2 days he finally reaches his destination. There he first meets a man named GD, who takes him to a watchtower and tells him that he will work here for the next 1 year. He told him that I have also worked here for 1 year but now my time is over. So now you have been assigned this work. However, Liwai was still not able to understand what work he has to do. When he asks the same question to JD, he tells him that there is a very deep trench here which is named Gorge. Liwai just has to guard it and do nothing else. After this, he tells Liwai the rules here, that he can contact these people only once a month, and the name of his tower is West Tower, while on the other side there is also an Eastern Tower. But Liwai does not have to talk to the people there because his job is to focus only on his mission, and the people of Eastern Tower also focus only on their mission. He also tells Liwai that he cannot contact anyone for 1 year. And there is also an automatic gun here which Liwai has to reload every day. Apart from this, there are many mines below. If there is any kind of explosion in them, then Liwai will have to look at them too. However, Liwai was still not able to understand what his mission is. So he asks JD whether my job is to stop the people coming here from going close to George. To this JD says no. Rather, the thing that is inside George has to be stopped from coming up. Then he picks up a small bomb and throws it inside the trench George. As soon as the explosion happens, suddenly a very scary and strange sound is heard from the trench, which sounded like a monster. And here we come to know the reality of this trench, that there is no small or trivial thing inside it, but some very scary monster is hidden. After this, JD tells Levi that the things that are hidden inside George are called loin and you have to stop them from coming up at any cost. It is said that in the year 1940, 3 battalions of the army went down to stop these loin, but they never came back. At the same time, he tells Levi about a stray dog alarm. The day that alarm starts ringing, you should just run away from here to save your life without thinking anything. Although I also do not know why this has been said, but I am telling you what I know. Meanwhile, both of them look at the tower in front, where now a new officer has been appointed because the old officer had completed 1 year. Now JD tells Levi about food and drink, that his food for 1 year has been arranged here, and if he wants, he can also hunt. At the same time, JD also reveals to Levi that this place has been a secret for 75 years and no one knows anything about it. And we also have to keep this place secret in the coming time. After saying this, JD comes out from here, and as soon as he smokes to give a signal, a helicopter comes to pick him up and JD boards it. But the officer present in the helicopter first asks him for his identity and then shoots him dead. From which we come to know that this place is so secret, that no one is allowed to go out from here. Here we see Levi doing exactly what he was told. He loads the bullets into the automatic gun and starts surveying the surroundings. When a whole month passes, he tries to contact someone from here, and tells them that he has not encountered any enemy. Saying this, he cuts the call, because he was allowed to talk only this much, and he has to send this message only once every month. After this, he starts reading the books kept in the cupboard, then his eyes fall on some messages written on the wall, which were written by the people living here according to their experiences. After reading them, Levi comes out and tries to see the other tower with the help of a telescope, where he sees a girl sitting who was none other than Dressa. Seeing Dressa's beauty, Levi keeps looking at her, but does not try to talk to her, because he was forbidden to contact the other watchtower. In this way, Levi spends 2 to 3 months here, and now Dressa also knows about him. So one day when it is her birthday, she decides to talk to Levi. She asks Levi his name by writing it on a paper. After seeing this, he also picks up a board and through it forbids Dressa from talking. But Dressa still tells him her name. After which Levi also writes his name without thinking much, and in this way both of them become friends. One day when Levi comes to know that Dressa is a sniper, he targets her belongings to test her. After which Dressa also picks up a sniper to prove herself and targets his watchtower. But then she sees some monsters who were coming out of the trench. She quickly tries to tell this to Levi by signaling. After which Levi starts firing continuously on those monsters. But their number was very high, so Dressa also helps Levi and kills those monsters from her watchtower. But during this time a monster reaches her, who looked like half human and half animal. When Dressa sees him, she tries to shoot at him to save her life, but it is of no use. The monster keeps moving towards Dressa. Then at the right time, Levi shoots the monster and saves Dressa's life. After this, the next day Levi goes inside the mines, where suddenly a small drone comes out of the trench and flies away from there. Before it leaves, both Levi and Dressa see it, but they do not know what it is. In this way, both of them spend a few more months here, and now the month of December has started, where one day Levi decides to meet Dressa. He ties a rope at the place where the missile is put in his RPG. Dressa also sees him doing this, but even he does not understand what Levi wants to do. Meanwhile, Levi releases this missile on the other side, which was tied with a rope, and this rope reaches Dressa, after which she ties it to a tree. And then Levi reaches another watchtower from here with the help of the rope. Here, when Dressa sees him, she gets very happy. But before hugging Levi, she asks him to take a bath. And she herself sees Levi taking a bath with the help of CCTV camera. After this, both of them talk a lot to each other, and during this time Dressa asks Levi, when did you hit the longest shot? On this, Levi tells that I killed a man from a distance of 3,240 meters, and earlier I used to work in the marine. After this, he asks Dressa that what is there in this place that it has been kept so secret. Then Dressa tells him not to think too much and mind his own business. She also tells him about her father who might have died by now. After this she plays music and asks Levi to dance. After which both of them dance together, and cross all limits by coming close to each other. Meanwhile Levi starts telling Dressa about his poems. He tells Dressa that I have written a poem for you too. On hearing this, Dressa asks him to recite the poem. But Levi refuses by saying that I will give you that poem when both of us leave from here. Now in the morning Levi decides to leave from here, but as soon as he reaches the middle of the way, he sees that monster is climbing his watchtower. But when they hit the mine on the tower, a huge explosion occurs in which Levi's rope burns. And he falls into this trench. Here Dressa is also watching all this. So to save Levi, she quickly takes a parachute and jumps into the trench without thinking anything. After which we see Dressa floating in a river, which was present inside this trench. She somehow saves herself and brings herself to the shore, while we see Levi hanging from a tree, where suddenly a big crab comes and attacks him. Due to which Levi gets completely entangled in the roots of the tree. Before the crab could harm Levi, Dressa comes here and saves him. Then both of them start looking at this place. Then some hollowmen come here riding on horses and attack them. But instead of getting scared of them, Levi and Dressa fight them bravely and kill 2 hollowmen, but one hollowman runs away from there. Here the hollowman whom Levi had killed, now comes to him to check him. He sees that he is wearing a uniform. On seeing the uniform, Levi remembers what JD had told him that many years ago, 3 battalions of the army had fallen into this trench and never returned. But how are they still alive? This question forces Levi to think. Well, now both of them move forward and reach a place where trees were growing out of humans. Seeing them, it seems as if some virus has spread its terror here. Levi and Dressa were still watching this horrifying scene, when suddenly some hollow men start coming towards them, to save themselves, from whom both of them reach a church. But the scene of the church was very scary, because there were dead bodies of many people lying here, who had taken their own lives to save themselves from the havoc of the virus. Then a spider attacks Dressa, which was very big in appearance, as if it too had been affected by the virus. And as soon as it attacks them, both of them together shoot it and finish it off here. But then some hollow men break the door and come here. On seeing them, Levi and Dressa quickly run away from the church, and reach a tunnel built between the mountains. When both of them close the door and look inside this tunnel, they see a kind of lab where experiments were done earlier. Here they also find a backup generator which they start. Then Levi also finds a DVD player here. When both of them play this DVD cassette, a lady appears on the screen who tells about her secret mission regarding this place. She also says further that we were making a chemical missile here, and many people were working together on this project. But one day when an earthquake occurred at this place, due to the earthquake, the missile we had prepared started leaking, and in this way this chemical spread around. Due to which many people got infected, and I am also infected. However, he had also told this to the military and said that this place should be destroyed by bombing, so that this chemical does not spread anywhere outside. But the military did not pay heed to his words. After listening to this lady, Levi and Dressa understand everything. So both of them try to know the tunnel more closely, and then they find a new age computer here, which was quite strange. So they decide to turn on this computer, and are surprised to see the information present in it. Because in this they come to know about a company named Dark Lab, which works to create paramilitary. It takes samples of infected people from here and works to make its soldiers super soldiers from them. That is why no country wants to completely wipe out this place. Along with this, Levi also comes to know that this trench is 4.2 kilometers long. After this, as soon as both of them come out of here, suddenly a hollow man attacks them. and drags Dressa by tying her with a rope and takes her with him. Although she tries to cut the rope, but it is of no use. Here Levi also keeps wandering here and there to find her, and he reaches a place where a very big missile was present. There we see Dressa hanging from a tree and that hollow man is also standing in front of her. Dressa asks him to open the rope, but when he does not listen to her, she somehow opens her hands and attacks him. The fight between these two continues for a long time. Meanwhile Levi also arrives here and saves Dressa by shooting the hollow man. But when he sees his name on the uniform, he comes to know that he was the first person to guard the watchtower who later got infected. So both of them now decide to leave from here, and put a new battery inside a car parked here and tie it with a rope. As soon as the car starts going upwards, suddenly many hollow men come here and attack them. But both of them kill many of these hollow men with their sniper. But at one point when their bullets run out, they set them on fire, and after reaching a hill, they push the car down. Then somehow both of them reach Easton Tower. But they are afraid that one of them might have been infected. So the next day Levi reaches his watchtower with the help of a rope. There Bartho contacts him and asks if he had gone inside Gorge. Levi denies this. Hearing this, Bartho tells him that it is possible that an officer from the other tower had gone inside Gorge, because someone has started our computer. So now you have to kill him. Although Bartho had already seen in the CCTV footage that both of them had gone inside Gorge. But she pretends to be unaware in front of Levi, and comes here herself the next day. But both Levi and Dressa see her helicopter and they come to know that she has come here to kill them. So they quickly run towards the forest. Levi knew that after crossing 4.2 kilometers, these trenches join together and then he can meet Dressa. So Levi attacks the antenna of the watchtower and the alarm starts ringing here. That means in the next 2 minutes the stray dog mode will be turned on here, and this place will be destroyed automatically. Now Bartho also knew this very well. So she starts running away from here with the helicopter. Here Dressa and Levi also start running. As soon as the 2 minutes are over, the missile that was kept inside Gorge blasts, and due to this blast all the hollowmen are killed. At the same time, Bartho's helicopter also gets hit by this blast, due to which she is also killed. Here Levi also falls into the water. But Dressa escapes the blast and moves ahead and sits at a place, and starts waiting for him. Many days pass but there is no trace of Levi. So she opens the poem written by him, and reads it and then starts her new life. One day she is working in a restaurant, when suddenly she sees Levi, and she is very happy to see Levi. Then both of them kiss each other, and with this the story ends here. So friends, if you like the video, then like and share it and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.